Hi, I'm Kim. Have you ever wondered which size needles that you should use for the fabric that you're about to sew? And I get asked this a lot, but it's not going to be a straightforward answer, but I'll see if I can help you. Now, using the wrong size needles for your fabric or your project can result in broken needles, your tension being out, or your needle just not going through the fabric or project that you're working on. Now, on each needle packet, you'll see a number. For instance, on this packet here, we've got a 90/14. The first figure, the 90, is the European sizing, and that goes through from a 60 through to a 110. The second number, the 14, is the US numbering system, and that goes through from 8 to 18. For both of these numbering systems, you'll be pleased to know the grading is exactly the same. The lower the number, the finer the needle, and the higher the number, the thicker or stronger the needle. Now, think about the fabrics that you want to sew with. A thin or a sheer fabric such as silk or polyester will only need a fine needle, so you can safely go for a 60 or a /8. If you're sewing denim or upholstery fabric, then you need to look at a 90/14 or 100/16. For medium weight cotton quilting fabric, a 70/10 or even an 80/12 size needle will be completely fine. However, it's not just about the fabric that you're using. If you're sewing through lots of layers or through a bulky seam, then you will need a stronger or heavier needle to get through all of those layers. Let's say you're making a bag out of quilting cotton. And here's one I prepared earlier. You would sew the pieces together with your 70 or your 80 needle. But when you get to sew on your handles, you will find that you'll be going through lots of different layers, and it will be really tough for your 70 or 80 needle to get through all of those layers. At that point, you need to switch up your needle size to probably a 90/14 size needle. When I'm making a quilt, I'll use a 70/10 needle for all of my piecing, an 80/12 for my quilting, and another 80/12 size needle for sewing on my binding, because that's when I have quite a few layers to sew through. You'll also see specialist needles such as top stitch needles. They're designed for going through a few layers and top stitching, obviously. Denim needles for denim and canvas, quilting needles, metallic needles, and so on. Now, the numbering system on all these specialist needles is exactly the same, but those needles are designed to do a particular job, so you may want to swap the type of needle that you're working with. For instance, denim needles are designed to go through that really tough fabric, and I've used a denim needle recently in a size 100 or 16 to sew through header tape on some heavy duty fire retardant curtains, which made my job so much easier. Choosing the correct needles for both your fabric and the sewing task at hand, and then swapping your needles as you work through your project, will make sewing your project so much more enjoyable and so much less frustrating. I so hope that helps you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.